at the Switchblade Series in August 2021. Thunder Rosa ended Kylie Rae's 343-day reign. To become the third ever Warrior Women's Champion.
Rosa, la Mera, and guess what? Well, I collected my first title of the year. You know, if any of you ladies are ready to step up with one of the best, one of the fearless, la que se le pega y la que hace la que se le pega la puta gana, Thunder Rosa, you know where to find me. If I'm not here in Chicago, guess what? You can look at my schedule and ask for a match. If not, you guys will have to fight for an opportunity to get this title because I'm not letting it go anytime soon.
She then went on to defend that title against Maddie Renkowski at Mission Pro Wrestling's Tussle in Tulsa. 3 days later, she was back at Warrior in Tinley Park for Warrior 17, where she took on fellow titan of pro wrestling, Mercedes Martinez.
There it is, yes, the big shot from Thunder Rosa. Giant flying elbow, rolling out, and you can hear the Warrior fans here. Roll through, Thunder Rosa picks up the win out of nowhere.
And then, in January 2022, at Mission Pro Wrestling's Crazy Train event, Thunder Rosa defeated La Rosa Negra. After their battle, we saw the confrontation that shook the pro wrestling world.
Your girl won again. Thunder Rosa will take any challenger. You said there was an open challenge, right? Hell yeah, I said there was an open challenge for that championship. The Warrior Wrestling Championship. Indeed, I said that. So what's up? I accept.
Athena, formerly known as Ember Moon in WWE, is one of the premier women's athletes in all of wrestling. This being Athena's first match after her WWE run is a major story for Warrior Wrestling. She is not only testing herself against one of the best wrestlers in the world, Thunder Rosa, but she is helping put Warrior Wrestling on the map as the place to be.
I know that I said that Athena is my favorite in this match, and that is only because I know how motivated she is right now, how much she wants to prove that she is the best in the world. But if we're talking about best in the world, Thunder Rosa is at the top of that conversation no matter what. This one I feel is almost too tough to call.
It has been a while, as I mentioned, since Athena has had a competitive matchup. And you can train all you want. When you get into a game, and you hear this all the time from football players or whatever, there's training and then there's the game. Your heart rate's different. The nerves are different.
Big fight feel.
Athena's first match in close to 4 months, and she makes her return to the independents.
And as we said, she is someone who feels like she has something to prove anytime she steps into the ring, Rich. not just in a huge situation like this, but I know that this had just ratcheted up the motivation so much more. And Athena versus Thunder Rosa. It's one of those matches that just didn't have the opportunity to happen until now. And it's one of those matches that it's not an exaggeration to say the world has been waiting for this.
Warrior Wrestling, of course, known for all-star style matches. Competitors from all around the globe, all promotions, all converging in dream match situations, and this is certainly one of those situations right here. Of course, follow us across social media. Use the hashtag Warrior19 across social media. I know that there's been a lot of chatter across Twitter tonight about this card, and I'm sure for this matchup, that's gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Make your pick right now. Is it going to be Thunder Rosa retaining or Athena becoming the new Warrior Women's Champion? Hashtag Warrior19. Let us know right now.
Thunder Rosa, the Warrior Women's Champion. She makes her way down to the ring. It's her second title defense here inside a Warrior ring. Her fourth defense of the Warrior Women's title overall.
And it's interesting you say that, Rich, because there's a lot of times where someone wins a championship, especially when there's someone with the schedule of a Thunder Rosa who is all over the place, and they just, just hang on to it for a little while. But Rosa has made it her mission to be a fighting champion. She defends her championship as much as she can, even if it's not in a Warrior Wrestling ring. And that, to me, is something you have to respect.
Wins over Kimberly, Kylie Ray when she captured the title. Mercedes Martinez. Boy, that was a match.
War, an absolute war with Mercedes Martinez. A war that has continued outside of Warrior Wrestling, but this is where it started.
Time for your main event, and it is for the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship. There will be a 30-minute time limit. Your referee, Dan Perch. Introducing first, the challenger, and in the corner to my right, she is from Poughkeepsie, New York, / Dallas, Texas. She is the Fallen Goddess. She is the American Joshi. She is the Hussy Buster.
And with that introduction, very familiar to people who were fans of Athena years ago, going back to her roots.
AEW star, Mission Pro Wrestling owner. She is the reigning and defending Warrior Wrestling Women's Champion.
Absorbing the roar of the crowd, waving the Mexican flag.
Tijuana native.
Such a representative for women's wrestling all over the world. And I think, Rich, it's important what Val said. She mentioned that Rosa is the owner of Mission Pro Wrestling. It's a women's wrestling promotion that she runs, she organizes, giving opportunities to women all over the country to come and fight for Mission Pro. Absolutely incredible work that she is doing, in addition to defending her championship, in addition to being an AEW star. Just giving back is Thunder Rosa.
Dan Perch, the referee for this matchup. Now, what were you saying about Athena?
About Athena, that introduction is not something that you would have heard on television on Wednesday nights recently, or Tuesday nights, or any other night. That is her ring introduction from back in her independent wrestling days, back when she was on the grind, back when we were doing overnight drive after overnight drive. It is so good to hear, and it is so good to see Athena back in the ring.
Former NXT Women's Champion. trained by Hall of Famer Booker T, former PWA Women's Champion. PWA, the first incarnation of reality wrestling. That's Booker T's promotion in Houston.
Yeah, both of these women with roots sunk deep in Texas wrestling.
Thunder Rosa based out of San Antonio these days. You know, I sent a telegram to Booker and his staff, and you know they were really excited to see how this match turns out. Kevin Bernhardt, Booker. Matter of fact, a couple years ago, I remember seeing Booker in Orlando, and we talked a little bit, and said, "Man, how do I get to the Amway Center? I'm going to get down to NXT so I can." He was going to see her match.
Yeah,
Athena, that is.
Yeah.
Went out of his way to go see that. One of the first students of his to really kind of rise through the ranks. And, well, you talk about women's wrestling. Athena has really set the bar, and so has Thunder Rosa.
Big arm drag by Athena, in control here.
First match for Athena since October 2021. Former NXT Women's Champ. A lot to prove here tonight.
Rosa went for a pin right away, and Athena kicked out. And Athena, as you said, this is her first match since October, first match in front of a crowd since October. But even before that, she was primarily in tag team competition for quite a while. Mm-hmm. And so this is one of her first, I would say, singles matches in quite a long time. Whereas Thunder Rosa is out there grinding wrestling every single week, and I agree. I want to see how that plays out.
We mentioned the tag team work. She and Shotzi Blackheart, NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. What did I miss? They're yelling at somebody.
Yelling at someone.
All right, well, never mind. I think somebody's getting tossed. I don't know if somebody threw something in the ring or what happened, but let's just focus on the ring here. Thunder Rosa
and that's
something you have, dream matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it's hard, too. You have to try to remain focused on the match that you're in.
You can't let the crowd distract you, and that's, you know, for a sport such as wrestling where you feed off the crowd, sometimes that can kind of go sideways as well, maybe get in your head a little bit.
And Thunder Rosa and Athena with a knuckle lock here, a test of strength. Athena, I would say, one of the most deceptively strong wrestlers I've ever been in the ring with. Not the tallest, not the biggest, but I've seen her and I've felt her deadlift powerbomb so many people. Right now, though, it is Rosa winning the war. Athena bridging back all the way onto her head. But wait. Athena fighting back to her feet.
Takes out the leg and Thunder Rosa down. And Athena has that, it's a 1 count. Get that thick frame. I don't say that in a derogatory way.
Well, she's a wrestler who...
Look at that bridge by Thunder Rosa.
She's actually lifting Athena off the ground even further.
Oh.
And both of these women are wrestlers who train for function. When I talk about, what I mean by that is Athena is someone who, like, with her strength training, she's training for strength, period. Right. Thunder Rosa, with her training, she trains for speed, for explosiveness. They train the way that they want to wrestle. Trading arm drags here. Big single leg drop kick by Rosa.
Thunder Rosa really trying to turn up the speed, and I think that's the clash that you're going to see in this matchup, the speed versus the strength and the power of Athena.
Because Athena's fast. Athena can fly. But Thunder Rosa, when she takes off, she's on a whole other level. Oh!
Big kick right to the face, and Athena in trouble, low clothesline into the cover. Trying to put it away and a kick out at 2. The power game is really where Athena is going to excel in this matchup. And if she can slow Thunder Rosa down, which is not an easy thing to do, if she can hit a couple of power moves, Thunder Rosa is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we talk too sometimes about wind, about cardio in the ring. Thunder Rosa has some of the most impressive ring cardio I have ever seen, male or female. There are times where she just goes and goes and goes. But this sort of strategy is what's going to stop her, what's going to ground her. Athena with the hair here.
That's something that I was alluding to earlier, and I want to get your thoughts on that. Ring cardio being such an important part of the sport when you haven't been in the ring in 3 or 4 months. And you get in the ring. Do you think, what is Athena feeling right now?
Well, so for...
Oh, no.
Well, right now, she's feeling a lot of pain.
No.
Came down off a leapfrog.
Oh, no.
And, you know, Athena...
Oh, no.
She has a history of...
Yeah, she's been injury prone, and this is not good.
She had a...
Athena rolled her ankle, and
yeah, and as you were saying, she has had a major Achilles injury in the past.
she can't even get to her feet, and
This might have to, I mean,
oh no,
this might have to end.
yeah, this might be over before it started. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it was a ruse. It was all a ruse. Cover. And a kick out at 2. Back body drop. Samoan drop, I should say. Cover for the title. Is that enough? No.
And listen, Rich, I'm going to forgive Athena for scaring me like that because...
Oh, look at that.
Because that's the Athena I know and love. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, she had us all.
There it is. Any means necessary.
And that's what it's going to take for Athena to be successful here tonight.
Because, as you were saying, you mentioned that she has a reputation. She's had some injuries, high-profile injuries in the past.
She used that to her advantage.
She needs to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You know.
Master ring psychologist. That, wow. I mean, this whole building went to a hush.
Yeah. And I've pulled that one myself.
Cover and Thunder Rosa out at 2.
And it's a good one, Athena.
I would be willing to bet that Twitter is probably exploding right now with
Can you imagine?
Athena injured. Right?
In her first match back.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody was thinking.
Just toying with the emotions of the crowd here.
Wow.
We discussed this a little bit earlier. When you debut for a promotion and you have to decide what you're going to do with the energy from the crowd. And for someone like Athena, obviously the crowd very behind Thunder Rosa wherever she goes. Maybe the best way to feed off that is to just tell them you don't care.
Athena out of the corner, snap mirror. Look at the disdain on her face. You know, I was asking you before we thought that she rolled her ankle. Oh, what a senton. Cover.
Just planted.
I had asked you, what is Athena feeling? Being in the ring for the first time, does she have her wind? If you could take us through that mentally, let's erase all that, because whatever she felt,
she doesn't have to worry about it now.
She completely turned it around. I mean,
the pacing of this match is all Athena now.
Yes.
Wait a second.
No, maybe not.
And Rosa.
Thunder Rosa's not going to be very happy with Athena after, I mean, hold on here.
Oh, sliding through the ropes.
If there was any respect at all, that's all out the window.
And there was respect, Rich. There was a lot of respect. And Rosa taking over here.
There is boiling animosity in the ring now. Thunder Rosa, the Warrior Women's Champion, now with even more to prove.
And I think Rosa was going into this match the way she goes into every match.
Oh, Enziguri.
Ready for a fight, but a fair fight.
Cover. And a kick out at 2. Well, is it... how much did Athena push the envelope?
Okay, like I said, it's coming from someone who has pulled these hijinks in the past, and I think it's perfectly fine. I respect it. Other people are not so happy about it all the time. You do lose some friends over it, Rich, I do have to say. But I don't think Athena's here to make any friends.
She's here to win.
No new friends,
No.
Athena.
She's...
Oh,
submission maneuver in tight, and Rosa is tied up.
and let me ask you something, Rich. In terms of the Warrior women's division, they're all watching this
Of
too.
course.
Whoa, Rosa rolling
Oh.
through, nails that kick. They're all watching this. Let's say that Athena pulls this off. Let's say she wins the championship
Kick out
right
at
here
2.
tonight with this new attitude. What does everyone else? What do the Sky Blue, for instance, think about that? How do you everything that you thought? Because Athena is someone who many people admire, many people look up to, much like they do Thunder Rosa. And Athena has
Dragon sleeper.
yeah, but
but
Athena has a handful of cheek,
yes, cover.
almost
again, a
fish
kick out.
hooking Thunder Rosa.
It's one way to get out of it. The knee to the side of the head. You know, as I'm looking around, and this is a very popular match at the curtain, as they say.
Yeah.
Cover. And a kick out at 2. You know, it's
Like we mentioned before, though, Rich, this is, you throw around the term dream match all the time, but this is a match that, like, people have been fantasy booking for a while. Just two incredible athletes who until now have not had the opportunity to physically cross paths.
you mentioned the Sky Blue,
Yeah.
right? Does she have? This is not a knock at all, but does she have what it takes? Look at how ferocious Athena is.
We have Athena with all her years of experience, plus the willingness to do absolutely anything.
Yes. I mean, at 22 years old, I don't know that Sky Blue has had a chance to learn that yet.
But if it's up to Thunder Rosa, Sky Blue's not going to have to worry about Athena, because Rosa is trying to lock on this cross arm breaker, and Athena lacing her fingers to fight it.
Kicks right to the chest. But what a countermeasure by Athena, just locking in the grip, really preventing Rosa from cranking in that arm breaker.
And Thunder Rosa, her grappling skills, she's someone who just casually...
She's been an MMA fighter.
Yeah, she just casually takes up an MMA fight here and there, constantly training in jiu-jitsu, just pushing herself all the time. That's what I talk about, that functional training. Oh!
Big clothesline.
Athena is reeling now. Could this be enough for Rosa to turn it around? Thunder Rosa coming in hot. Through the ropes.
Oh! Double knees right to the midsection. And the Warrior Wrestling Women's Champion.
And we have seen this before, Rich. Can Thunder Rosa connect?
Stalling drop kick in the corner.
Right to the face of Athena. Rosa, though, not done yet.
Northern Lights. Cover.
Bridge all the way up on the toes, and still Athena kicked out.
Crowd starting to come up.
Both women are down here, and the crowd, despite what they may think of Athena's turn of an attitude tonight, I think they're also willing these women to get back to their feet so the match can continue.
Both are up. And on we go.
Athena went for a sweep. Rosa saw it coming. Thunder Rosa. Whoa.
Oh!
Huge springboard code breaker.
Kick out at 2. Athena's starting to get a little angry here.
Yeah, angrier.
Oh, yeah, angrier. Yeah, sure.
And Thunder Rosa kicked out, but she did not get right back up. She is...
15 minutes down, 15 minutes remain.
And I think you heard that. We have a 30-minute time limit on this match. 15 minutes down. At the halfway point of the time limit, and I wouldn't give an advantage to either woman here because Rosa is fighting right back.
Athena.
Yeah, laying in some
forearm
shots.
Smashes.
There's that strength. Oh!
Michinoku driver, cover. Kick out at 2.
And Athena surveying the scene. She's got to come up with something else here. And taking a second to have a little conversation with the front row.
Chirping at the crowd. And the crowd letting Athena know what they think of her attitude.
All that did was antagonize them. They're cheering even louder for Thunder Rosa.
Kick right to the base of the skull. And now Athena. Going to the top. Thunder Rosa.
Oh.
Connects with a kick and a dangerous position for both women. Warrior Women's Wrestling title on the line. Our main event here tonight, Warrior 19 from Chicago.
And Rosa trying to gain some advantage here. Fighting on the second rope. What a slap.
Yeah, that kind of tells you how Thunder's feeling.
Up top here.
Athena sent flying.
More than halfway across the ring.
Another stolen drop kick.
Just launches Athena back into the corner. Is this going to be it for Thunder Rosa? Pointing to the corner. Calling her shot here, Rich, really. Climbing up top. Slowly and deliberately.
Double stomp.
To the back.
Cover. And again, Athena powers out. Oh, we might have questioned, or at least thought a little bit about Athena's ring conditioning, and she's showing us that she's 100%.
Yeah, because now it is Thunder Rosa with that look of absolute disbelief on her face. She connected with all of that double stomp to the back, and still Athena kicked out.
Thunder Rosa again going to the top.
Yeah, she said, did you hear that, Rich? She said one more.
One more, yeah.
One more.
Almost calling her shot.
Wait, Athena rolls out of the way.
And rolls to the outside. Thunder Rosa came down hard with the double stomp, but was able to adjust at the last second.
And now we were on the outside.
10 count on the outside, but again, I think referee Dan Perch will be a little lenient here with the count.
And Athena kicks off Thunder Rosa, launches her back into those guardrails. Athena struggling to her feet. And now it's Athena,
right to the face.
Athena on the offense. She's not moving as quickly as she was before though, Rich.
Uh-oh, oh. Right into the ring post. Rosa got her hands up at the last second, so maybe not as much damage done as could have been. Athena is really turned up the temperature in this match.
Yeah, yeah.
And continues to, as if what she pulled in the early stages of this match.
Yeah, this is turned into a straight up fight.
Yeah.
Rosa with the clubs to the back. Oh!
Super kick. And Thunder Rosa, down she goes.
You could just see in Thunder Rosa's eyes.
They kind of rolled back.
Yeah, she might be down and out. But Athena's going to need to capitalize on that. We say it all the time, you can't win it out of the ring.
Athena back in.
Yeah, I think she's breaking the count, but I think she's also realizing that Thunder Rosa isn't getting back inside.
She's telling the referee to count. And Thunder Rosa back in under the bottom rope. 20 minutes gone by.
20 minutes.
30-minute time limit in this women's title matchup.
Yeah, and Athena sends Thunder Rosa back to the outside.
Athena with a low suicide dive.
Running Thunder Rosa all the way back into the guardrail.
And Athena knew exactly what she was doing. No. Answered by Thunder Rosa. I was going to say she knew exactly what she was doing, knowing that Thunder was going to go hard into the steel guardrail.
But I think she just took a little too long. Now it's Thunder Rosa. Big drop kick through the ropes, almost bent Athena in half over the guardrail. Thunder Rosa soaking it in. Oh!
A lot of oomph behind that shot.
But wait, Athena! Athena's firing right back, and we are still on the outside.
Ooh, knife edge chop.
And they have been on the outside for the better part of, I'd say, 10 minutes at this point.
Oh!
And Athena changing her mind about the fight on the outside, rolling back into the ring. Maybe gonna see if she can fare a little bit better in here, but no, Rosa in control. Thunder Rosa with the stomps to the midsection and heading back up again.
Frog splash off the top, covered, and Athena out at 2.5.
And this match still continues. Athena is rocked. Thunder Rosa, though, she isn't recovering nearly as quickly as she was either in the match. I mean, they've gone over 20 minutes now.
The longer this match goes, does it favor Thunder Rosa?
At this point, I can't even say. Normally, I'd say yes because she is just so resilient. But also, Athena is wrestling such a deliberate, calculated game here. I honestly don't know at this point. Right now, this is as even as it gets, back and forth.
Slugfest, center of the ring here in Chicago.
And these strikes are slowing down.
Running out of steam. So who gets the advantage here? Thunder Rosa down first.
They're just trying to pull each other up, slapping at each other.
Both of these women are exhausted, completely spent at this point. So who's got a little more gas in the tank?
And they are going eye for eye. You can hear the crowd.
Forehead to forehead. Athena with the uppercut answered by Thunder Rosa.
And
forearm.
even these strikes are ratcheting up in the intensity. Running forearm by Thunder Rosa.
Both are digging deep into the well.
Wait a second. Rosa smiling.
Oh! Forearm smash to the chin.
Smiling and firing up here.
I don't think she appreciated the way Athena was kind of dancing around there for half a second. With a smile on Athena's face. Oh, that's wiped right off. But Athena right back up. What a shot. Drop kick.
Another huge kick by Thunder Rosa.
This is back and forth. Who's going to have the power behind the strike that's going to finally end this?
At this point, it's almost who can capitalize on an opening.
Yeah.
And Athena not getting up and still talking trash to Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa thinking about going up top.
Yeah, you can see, you can just watch.
The wheels are turning.
Yeah, the path of her eyes.
Looks to make sure that Athena's still there, and well, now Athena up, and Rosa doesn't realize it.
Rosa bent over Athena.
Uh-oh.
Repositioning her.
It's Thunder Rosa.
Just trying for a...
And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, sit-out powerbomb from the top, cover. Not enough.
Thunder Rosa somehow.
5 minutes remaining in this matchup, Veda.
Somehow, some way kicks out. And we just heard that only 5 minutes remain in the time limit of this match. And when you hear something like that, Rich, it just, the panic starts to set in, especially when you're a challenger like Athena is, because if the time limit runs out, she doesn't get handed the championship.
Right.
She has to beat Thunder Rosa. And knowing Thunder Rosa, knowing the heart of Thunder Rosa, she wants to win this match.
Looking
And
for the
it could
arm
happen
breaker.
right now. It could happen right now if she locks this on. Athena fighting.
Arm breaker in. Athena trying to turn it around, but
Yeah, she's almost trying to bridge on her own head. She's close to the ropes.
looking
but
for the ropes and, well, now trying to grab hold of the hand like she did earlier.
anything really.
Shoulders are down, and look out here. What power.
Went for a deadlift powerbomb, but Thunder Rosa rolls through.
Sunset flip and a kick out of two. Thunder Rosa again, guillotine choke.
And that is locked on, Rich.
Nowhere for Athena to go. That guillotine is in tight.
Rosa's got one leg cinched.
Athena could be fading here. Athena.
The
oh,
arm.
that arm's going limp.
Yeah.
She's trying to fight it off and trying to keep that blood flowing. Thunder Rosa with a couple shots to the
Yeah.
kidneys. Arm is up. Still got something left. That blood's still flowing.
Rosa screaming, trying to get that body scissors cinched on, but Athena.
Incredible power by Athena with the Warrior Wrestling Women's title on the line.
Deadlift into a face buster.
Cover. Thunder Rosa out at two and crossface.
Athena cinching in a crossface submission. Rosa maybe trying to sit out into a roll-up. Enough to break the hold. Rosa hits the ropes. Thunder Rosa caught.
Incredible power and strength shown by Athena. Rosa back to her feet.
And the fact that either women has the strength
Death Valley driver.
to power each other up like this 20, I would say 27 minutes or more into a match.
Cover.
Not enough. Had Rosa been able to make the pin immediately after that Death Valley driver, maybe Rich. Athena with a crucifix.
Oh.
So close, and Thunder Rosa hooked in a body scissors, going for almost a rocking horse submission here. Athena is trapped.
Nowhere to go. How's she going to find a way out of this? Rocking horse pendulum. Athena bridging back.
But Rosa doing all she can to keep her shoulders up. Athena with the jackknife pin.
Oh. Out at two.
Thunder Rosa still kicking out.
We're going to be down to about 2 minutes left.
The movements here are so labored and tired, yet they're still fighting. And Athena was able to stop the momentum of Thunder Rosa.
1 minute remaining in the matchup.
1 minute remaining.
The Warrior Wrestling Women's title on the line. Thunder Rosa, the champion. Athena, the challenger. Her first match in close to 4 months. We are coming down to the wire. Can Thunder Rosa outlast Athena? That's where we're at right now, Veda.
And Thunder Rosa's
Super
head
kick.
just eats 2 super kicks.
3
a third.
super kicks. Wow. Athena. Oh, she's thinking about going up top. Is it time for the eclipse?
Athena making the climb. She calls herself the fallen goddess. She's climbing back to the top of the mountain now.
Time winding down. 3, 2. There it is, the eclipse.
Eclipse connects, but
The bell is rung. The bell is rung. Time limit draw right as Athena hit that diving corkscrew stunner. Now credit Thunder Rosa. She got out of the ring.
She rolled out of the ring.
And Athena, she can't believe it. Now hold on here.
And Thunder Rosa knew exactly what she was doing, because Athena has put away so many competitors with that Eclipse.
Time limit draw. You can hear some of the fans chanting 5 more minutes.
Your winner of the match. And still.
Thunder Rosa retaining. Now, I suppose the question is, you think Thunder Rosa will agree to an overtime period? Would you?
No, Rich,
No,
I absolutely
of course you
would not.
wouldn't.
Not at
No.
this point. You know, maybe if it had been like a 5-minute time limit, but you went 30 minutes, you lasted, and you know, I'll defend Athena against almost anything, but when you agree to a match with a time limit, you understand that that's part of the risk.
As Dan Perch holds the prize high above, the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship, which has become arguably the most hotly contested title in all of this organization.
Using Rosa's hair to ram her into the apron.
The back of Rosa's head hit that guardrail hard. Rosa may be unable to continue the Hurricane Run. In the great strategy, Athena got spiked on her head.
Bringing in.
Before overpowering her.
Thunder Rosa hooking on a dragon sleeper.
Jeez.
Up.
The handspring coming back to one of her own.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
As Thunder charging.
Rosa.
Jesus. He left that explosive offense Thunder had it scouted.
Oh. Code breaker. Oh, and the complexion of Sky Blue's face might have just changed.
Don't put your hands on her.
He's got it hooked.
Oh no! Emerald Trojan! A variation of such and gets the win.
Dear Warrior Wrestling fans, family, friends, this is Thunder Rosa, and it's been an honor for me to serve you as the women's champion here at Warriors Wrestling. At the bottom of my heart, it's really hard to tell you that, unfortunately, due to some really huge commitments that are coming in my career, I will no longer be able to serve you as your champion. I want to thank absolutely everyone from top to bottom in this organization for giving me the opportunity to represent women's wrestling, here at Warriors Wrestling, and in the entire country. It's been an honor as a wrestler to represent this championship and this company with honor and pride. So for the next person that will become the next women's champion, I wish you the best, and I hope you represent the company just as well or even better the way that I did. Thank you very much, everyone, and I love you very much.